10-inch, it might be too big. Turn around, flip out. But I've been getting better. I didn't break off any. No, I broke off one pike this year when that guy started talking to me.
Yeah.
It was just right. I caught a big pike at Lake Medagosh, which is right on the North Dakota Manitoba border.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was talking to me, and I was just kind of distracted. Just couldn't focus. I ran with the lure, and it got stuck on the side.
Yeah.
So now this next time now, when I pulled in one, I went to that tournament, and I pulled in he was like 23 inches or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
23. It wasn't 30, because I think 30 was the winner. But it was a 23 incher, but it put up a really good fight. I mean, it was like some big fish. And when he would run, I would like basically stick my rod in the hole so that the line wouldn't get stuck on the side of the hole. But then you got to worry about catching on the bottom too. But I caught it too on like 4 pound or 4 pound test. Real thin fishing line, 4 pound test, but I had a bigger leader. I had like an 8 pound leader on it. And I put that rattle reel in the shack. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like a tip up, except there's no flag. It just
Right.
starts rattling because it rolls off, and then so it's exciting when you start hearing it rattle.
Right.
It's like, ooh, got one on there. Jet saw me catch one on there. He likes pike. He's always talking about pike, and he just started recently saying perch. So
Yeah.
he caught a little pike the other day. I hooked it because he doesn't have enough patience to sit there and keep working it. And there's all a ton, for whatever reason this year, there's a ton of these little baby jacks, like literally like that.
Oh, really?
Like just tiny, but they're just voracious. Like and there's tons of them. And so I knew I hooked one of those. I saw it I think I had the camera down, and I didn't even feel the bite. I saw him swim up to the lure.
Right.
And it looked like he took it, so I set it, and it was so tiny and small I couldn't even film on there. But I don't think that was the one I gave the jet. The one I gave the jet was actually pulling pretty good. Pulling for him, he was pulling on him a little bit, but he reeled it all the way on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I try to teach him. He doesn't have the patience to like let it drop all the way to the bottom and then bring it up and then work it there. He just wants to drop it and then reel it up and just keep opening the bail. So I try to teach him. All right, you open the bail and go 1, 2. And you can only count 1, 2, and 1, 2, and wait for the line to stop moving, and then now do it. And then so it's the bottom, and then he can reel it up. And that's how he caught his first perch in November. Was doing that. He hooked that one himself.
Yeah.
He had the rod in his hand. He dropped it down. He pulled it up, but I helped him obviously get it out of the hole.
Yeah.
It was a big one. It was like a 9-10 incher.
Nice.
Yeah. That's when he was like, Daddy? He was so like in shock of it. Yeah, he loves fishing though, so it's nice having the shack too because it's pretty warm.
And you drive out to it.
Yeah, you just drive right up to it, get out of the car, the shack.
Yeah.
So I would leave him in the car for a second, get the heater going in there, and turn it on.
So you have to drag it all the way back to the house?
No, I just leave it out there because it's on like what's called.
When you're done at the end of the year?
Yeah, I just leave it out there, and not on the ice, obviously, because ice is going to go big. There's land there because it's the reservoir. That's the water supply from Boissevain, and there's a water pumping station on there. And so it's owned by it's provincial, so it's like public, it's like public land.
Right.
It's like the desert Southwest and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can just go and do whatever the hell you want on it, basically. It's called Crown Land. So, and I don't know, like officially you're probably not supposed to, but everyone just leaves their shacks out there.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Yeah. So I dragged mine off before the big blizzard we got a few weeks ago because I was worried about it getting stuck out there and I wouldn't be able to get it and then having to leave the chase and then not being able to get back in time. And you have to have them off by March 31st. So I absolutely yanked mine off like March 12th or But then by that time, it's already starting to get nice out there where it's actually really nice just sitting outside in the ice and the sun and fishing outdoors. So. But it's pretty nice. I got a TV in there, the power. I hook it up to the internet on my phone. I could take Starlink out in the future. So. And
Camping out there.
watch YouTube video. It's still too small to do that. Like it seems bigger when you get it, and then when you fill it up with stuff, it's sitting there. There's like not that much space. So I wish I had like a. I didn't want anything bigger though because I don't have a big vehicle to be able to. I was worried about not being able to pull it with the screws. I got a smaller, as a 6x8. But I figure I can always sell it and upgrade because I finished it off pretty nice. Those wooden planks I put in there were like $300, $400 altogether. Wooden cheap. But it's nice because it gives a homier feel.
Right.
At that, the heat I just ran off that Buddy.
Yeah.
And a 20-pound propane tank, and that 20-pounder lasted me all season.
Really?
Yeah. I was surprised by that. Because I previously was using those little 1-pounders.
Right.
And I swear they would last like 3 or 4 hours. Like I couldn't even I would have to like have 2 every time I would fish. And they're not cheap. They're like $10 for like a 3-pack or something like that. Or $15 for a 3-pack or something. And my propane 20-pounder I filled up for like $30. And it lasted me the whole time. So that's definitely the way to go. A lot of guys have wood burning stoves out there. That's what I originally thought, but I was like, man, I don't want to haul a bunch of wood.
Right.
You got to find the wood. It takes a while to get it going. It smells nice and it's a little bit more homier,
but then you got to make sure it's out before you.
Yeah, make sure it's out. You got to clean out all the ash and all that bull BS. So the Buddy heater is really simple. I have like a 10-foot line to it, so I can just toss it out the door. And I just have the little Buddy Junior, like the small one. That's just a single hookup. And then make up one next one up's the big Buddy, but that has 2 hookups. But I think you either need 2 propane tanks or a splitter and 2 different lines to be able to get both elements lit. So like I see these other fishermen, they have the big Buddy, but they're all only using one side anyway. But that little shot, it's more than enough. I mean, when it's really, really cold, like close to like negative 30s, the ground is a little cold, but otherwise it's like it's nice. I take my jacket off. I got coat here. Take my jacket off. Old office chair. Kick on some YouTube or sports net for hockey games or whatever. I originally was going to install that
shit on there. So I gave Rocky some oranges the other night. And so the next morning he got up and he knew that's where I got it from. He climbed on it off the stairs. Fucker just made him move on shit. That's okay. That's what
That's hilarious. Oh, there's windmills.
Yeah.
We're in the right area. Wow, they've got a lot of windmill farms in
Fucking everywhere. All the way through Monon and everywhere.
Great. It's like the Great Plains. It's like out west. They're all over the
Where
place.
you can fucking see these windmills.
Texas and Kansas, Nebraska, all the way into Canada. They're all through North Dakota, South Dakota.
We went to the Indy 500 about, it was probably 3 years ago. We were coming back in my pickup truck. We were driving in between where we get on 65 and here. And my radio on my thing said low battery. And I'm like, the fuck? There's no battery in my radio in the car. And I look at the battery gauge and it goes, wow. So I ran it here on the alternator.
At this gas, the Family Express.
Or on the battery, yeah. I was like up here because there's cases up here.
Is this 39?
This is where we go to
To Purdue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 39, right?
43.
Oh, it's 43. It turns into 39.
Or it turns into 41.
Yeah, as I say, I recognize this.
And
Oh, this is where it turns to the right over the tracks.
Yeah.
I know exactly where we're at now. Brookston.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, now what do I do? So I stopped up there and I'm looking for an auto parts store like here, and it was like 5 o'clock. Nothing. Went back to the gas station thinking, well, stop close to there. So I get there and I end up calling Kurt and having him get an alternator on the port. Bring it to me because it was bad. Like changing the parking lot there.
It was your work van?
No, my pickup truck.
Oh.
Oh, me and Jen and the two kids sat on the step at the Family Express for like 2 hours.
Waiting for Kurt.
Waiting for Kurt.
That sucks.
And like people go in and come out and be like, you guys need anything?
That sucks. And you installed an alternator out in there?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do that?
10 minutes.
It was hard to get to?
It's right on the front, luckily.
Oh, okay.
It was just like randomly driving down the road.
You couldn't get it, like, once the alternator goes, you can't get it started again? Or isn't if it's running, it's fine, right?
No, because it's not producing the voltage.
But do you need, yeah, I get, okay.
And then you run so the alternator quits.
So it'll run up the battery for a while?
Battery down until it
runs out.
And luckily, we had jumper cables too, because I had to jump to get it to start back up.
After you got the alternator installed? Yeah, because it wasn't charged anymore. I carry one of those, I don't know if you saw it down there, I have one of those, I carry one of those boost packs, yeah, those are sweet. I've had to use it multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm always draining the battery. I always leave this light on right here, and then it drains my battery. I almost did it the other day, and I think in Missouri, I woke up, and it was, luckily it started, but in the cold, up north, it drains fast. Oh yeah, I was one time I was out fishing in the Turtles, which is like 20 minutes south, and by myself in the Subaru. I was sitting there listening to the radio and singing out the window, and Michelle was home with this, and I drained it, and I didn't have the boost, and she had to drive all the way out there and boost my jump aids, with the kids, out on the ice with their car. She didn't like that. Yeah, they shut them down, right? They lock them up for some reason. I wonder why they lock them.
So there's brakes in them that keep them going crazy. And then they gotta service them or something.
Most of them are spinning. I've seen them stop spinning again too. Maybe like if the wind isn't strong enough and then they don't get going. But once you get it going, as long as there's a little bit of wind, it can keep it in motion. Yeah, they're giant. They're all over the place. They make a good foreground. Gives you scale.
They came around right by that.
Yeah. Right over it.
I remember that one.
I think it was. I have some video of 2017, my Dimmitt, Texas tornado. Going through a windmill farm. And some of them were stopped, and then I have to see it, and they start spinning real fast as a tornado. That's stronger. It was brand weak. Could have entered something on our foot. Yeah, it was pretty weak. I would. You could take them at the car pretty easy, but I wouldn't do that either. Especially lately. Mistakes happen out there. Terrible cell service here. Or it's good, but it won't promote it. I could be getting throttled too for using too much data, maybe. Yeah, I got it too, but it won't promote it. I got 5G. I think I'm being throttled, reached my max for the month. Oh no, it's a new month. It just transitions. Or rolled over. I just reactivated this one yesterday. Yeah, because I wasn't chasing as much, and I didn't want to pay for the service, so I needed to pay like $10 a month instead of 100, whatever it is. But I may cancel it altogether, and then Starlink. Two different ones. They have the one like I have. It's a fixed to a tripod and it moves around to point at the satellite. And then they make one that's specifically made for mounting on top of vehicles. But it's yeah, the one I got was 300. But there's hacks for, and then they disconnect the motor so it doesn't move around, and then they seal off the back with like a piece of plexiglass, and then they make it a flat mount, and then they mount it on the top of the vehicle. But I'm gonna like make a plexiglass thing or something to put over the top of it. Or also I had it just sitting right.
Really?
Yeah, so I wedged it in there, I shut this and rested right in there. And when I put it in there and fired it up, I had that, couldn't get it to connect any satellites. Got out of the car and got it connected. And I had connection, but it was just really, really slow.
Jen's still thinking about Beatles.
That's the she wants too.
She said
Did the what? She wants us to go there? Yeah, going to like Kurt. Oh, Kurt's gone. They wanted to do a read night together and see it.